Most of us spend our lives following a script written long before we ever had a say in the matter. We're handed a blueprint. Go to school, get good grades, find a respectable job, do what's expected. We're told to keep things safe, not to rock the boat, and to trust that if we check all the right boxes, we'll be rewarded with a good life. But what happens when you do everything right, only to wake up one day and realize you feel numb, unfulfilled, or quietly restless? There's a common misconception that stability is the same as happiness. That if you follow the rules and make all the safe choices, you'll find contentment waiting for you on the other side. But stability, for many, just becomes another word for predictable discomfort. It's the kind of life where you know exactly what will happen tomorrow, next week, and next year. And even though it doesn't excite you, even though it doesn't light you up inside, you stick with it. Because at least it's familiar. It's waking up each morning to a calendar full of obligations, but none that spark joy or anticipation. It's working alongside people who don't challenge you, who don't see your potential, or who are content to stay in the same place forever. It's learning to quiet that persistent whisper inside you that says, "This isn't it. There must be more." Over time, you might even convince yourself that this is just how life is supposed to feel, like a slow fade, day after day, blending into the next. But deep down, you know that's not the whole story. You remember the moments when you felt truly alive, when an idea caught fire in your mind, when you lost track of time doing something you loved, or when you felt a sense of purpose that went beyond just getting by. Those glimpses remind you that something more is possible. That what you really crave isn't just comfort, but meaning, adventure, and the chance to grow. So why do so many of us ignore that call? Because from an early age, we're taught to fear uncertainty more than we fear regret. We're told that the unknown is dangerous, that it's reckless to step off the path, and that security should always come first, even if it costs us our dreams. But here's the truth nobody tells you. All the good things in life live on the other side of uncertainty. Growth doesn't come from repeating the past. Fulfillment isn't found by doubling down on what no longer serves you. To create a life that's meaningful, you have to be willing to interrupt the pattern, to make choices not just based on where you've been, but on where you want to go. That doesn't mean you need to quit your job overnight or throw away everything you've built. It starts smaller than that. It starts with allowing yourself to ask the questions you've been avoiding. What kind of life do you want to wake up to? What would it feel like to work with purpose, to pursue things that matter to you, to measure success on your own terms? What if, instead of settling for stable, you chose something bolder, something that might be uncertain, but also more alive? The people who change their lives aren't inherently braver or smarter than anyone else. Most of them simply got tired of waiting. They got tired of pretending that fine was enough, and they decided to reach out for help, even before they had all the answers. They started conversations, explored new possibilities, and allowed themselves to be curious about what might come next. If any of this resonates with you, it's not a coincidence. You're not alone. This is your sign to stop pushing down that voice inside you. Stop telling yourself it's too late, or that your dreams are unrealistic. You don't need to have the whole path mapped out before you take the first step. You just need to be willing to explore, to try, to ask, to begin, because clarity doesn't show up before you leap. It arrives as you move forward, one step at a time. The life you want is waiting beyond the boundary of your comfort zone, and it's never as far away as you think. Follow Mayla Reyes for honest conversations about breaking cycles, building smarter freedom, and choosing bold over default. So, take a moment to rethink what stability really means to you. Is it truly serving you, or is it holding you back? What's one belief about safety or predictability that you're ready to let go of? Drop it in the comments. Remember, you don't have to settle for a life that looks good on paper but feels small in your heart. Chase the spark. Choose boldness over default. The world is waiting for you to show up as your truest self.